I'm Mr. Jones.
I'm Mr. Shapee.
I'm Miss Solon.
And we're excited to be your middle school Phi Ed teachers.
In middle school Phi Ed, you get graded every single day, and everybody starts out with 10 points. So with those 10 points, you get 5 points for participation. That means you're being active, you're doing the best that you can. You're not graded on athletic ability, but you are graded on how hard you are working. Then you have 3 points for behavior. Behavior includes being respectful to your classmates, your peers, being respectful to teachers, and being respectful to equipment that we have. You're not kicking a basketball. You're not throwing a ball up into the rafters on purpose. So being respectful to everybody around you, and most importantly, having good sportsmanship. And the last part of grading is 2 points for wearing your PE clothes. That means dressing out of your school clothes into your PE clothes, and we have you do that because you get hot, you get sweaty, it's a hygiene issue, and we don't want you going to your next class smelling and disturbing others from their learning. So that also means bring in deodorant and leave it in your locker. The deodorant must not be aerosol Axe. We don't allow that in the locker room. So if you're a boy and you use that aerosol Axe spray for deodorant, you need to get something different like a solid stick. Also wearing appropriate PE clothes. We talked about it earlier, but take all jewelry off as well. And when you're wearing your shirt, it should be covering your midriff. It should not be tied up where we can see bare skin.
Students must wear a specific colored PE shirt depending on their grade level. 6th graders must wear gray or white. 7th graders must wear red. 8th graders must wear blue. These shirts are specifically to be worn in PE class. These shirts are not to be worn to school or to other classes. For Phi Ed, you need a different change of shoes. Shoes that tie tightly and are tennis shoes. As you can see, these have ties and they are tied. They must be tied. Next, you need shorts that are proper length or sweatpants that you can wear for class. Either or, as long as they are proper attire. Before you come down, as you're in the locker room, make sure you take off all jewelry so nothing gets caught or pulled. And then as you go back up to change, if you lose anything, check with your Phi Ed teacher to see if it is in the lost and found. Hello students, I'm Mr. Shapee. Did you see any students back there in the equipment room? I didn't think so, because you don't belong back there unless supervised by Miss Solon, myself, or Mr. Jones, or any staff member for that matter. So stay out of the equipment room unless somebody is back there with you. Have a great day. Students, this is not how you put equipment away. This is how you put equipment away. You put it in there nice, you move on to the next station, or you go up to the locker rooms. We have a lot of equipment that costs a lot of money, and if you abuse it, we have to buy new stuff. We want it to last as long as we possibly can. Volleyballs are not meant to be kicked. They are meant to be set, bumped, or spiked. Soccer balls are meant to be kicked, not dribbled. Dodgeballs. This is a bad idea. Don't squeeze the dodgeballs because the lining on the outside comes apart and then it rips. If we take care of stuff, it lasts a lot longer and it looks like this for at least 2 to 3 years. There's a lot of other equipment we have that needs to be taken care of, and it's your responsibility to take care of it. Every day you come to class, you must have your planner. When you get your lock for class, you'll take the combination and you'll go into your planner, and on the first week of school, for the first day, you'll put your combination. That's where it will be, so if you lose your combination or forget it, you'll have it in your planner at all times.
In order to do your combination, you need to clear it out to the right at least 5 full turns. Then this combination is 6, 24, 30. So after you clear it out, you go to the first number, which is 6. You switch directions. You don't go to 24 right away. You go around again until you pass the first number, which was 6. Then you go to 24. Switch directions and do your last number, which is 30. And when you get to 30, it should open, pull hard.
When you get your lock, you're responsible for your locks. They are loaned out to you. So if you lose your lock, you owe the school $6. If you lose your lock, come and tell the Phi Ed teacher. They will send you down to the office. You will get a receipt like this saying you paid for your lock. Bring this receipt back up to one of the Phi Ed teachers and they will issue you a new lock.
At the middle school, you have to get a nurse's note in order to sit out and be excused from Phi Ed if you're sick or if you have an injury. So what happens is you need a note from your parents. You have to have a note from your parents. You take that note to the nurse, Ms. Fisher, before school starts, and she will give you this. This is your pass to be excused from Phi Ed. You will give this pass to your Phi Ed teacher. At the middle school, we have a makeup policy when you're absent. If you're gone one day, the next day when you come back and have Phi Ed class, the grade that you're given that day will be the grade that you will receive on the day you are absent. When you come to class, you're going to wait outside the locker room. If you're a girl, you're going to wait outside the girls' locker room. And when you wait outside the girls' locker room, you're going to wait against the wall until the warning bell rings. Nice job, girls. And when the warning bell rings, then you can enter the locker room and go change and get ready for class.
Boys, when you come to class, you will wait outside the locker room. When the warning bell rings, I will then unlock the door. You can go in and get changed and wait till you are dismissed to the gymnasium. Before you enter the locker room, there is no usage of cell phones or other electronic devices in the locker room. When you come in the locker room, you are to go to your locker, get changed, make sure you shut your door in your locker and lock your lock so that your stuff is safe and nobody can get into your locker. When you're changed, if you have to go to the bathroom, do it before class because we cannot dismiss you from the gym to come up here to go to the bathroom. So whatever you need to do, get it done. Come to this area here when you're done getting changed and sit and wait quietly until we are ready to be dismissed down to the gym. You are not to be running around the locker room, pushing, shoving, none of that. It is to be safe and clean in here.
Girls, when you enter the locker room when the warning bell rings, you come on in and you change. You use the bathroom if you need to. And when you're done changing, lock your stuff up so it's safe. And then you come and wait in this area. Nobody goes down to the gym until you're dismissed by myself. Doesn't matter if you're in Mr. Shapi's class, Mr. Jones' class, or my class. You all wait in here, and then we will go down together. So you guys will get about 5 minutes to change and use the bathroom. During this time, if you're ready, you wait. This is not a place to run around and play tag, push each other, joke around. It's a place of safety. Nobody should be running into each other, and then to wait until, like I said, I dismiss everybody to go down into the gym. Thank you.
After you get done changing, before the bell rings, you will line up behind the steps. We're not on the steps. We're not up here by the door. We're not outside the door. We're at the bottom of the stairs, waiting patiently, hands to ourselves, for the bell to ring so we can go to our next class.
So girls, after you're done with PE class, you come in the locker room and change out of your PE clothes into your school clothes. When you're done changing, you can wait by your locker, or you can come and choose and wait on the ramp. When you're waiting on the ramp, you have to stay in the locker room. You cannot go out into the hallway. If the hallway door is open, you still have to stay in the locker room and not go into the hallway to disturb other classrooms.
Remember, you start off with 10 daily points, 5 for participation, 3 for behavior, and 2 for no dressing. So make sure you're prepared for class.
Remember, if you're injured or sick, you must bring a parent's note into the nurse's office and get a pass for your FIAD teacher.
Remember, all students must stay in the locker room until the bell rings.
Your planner for class every day so you can put your locker combination in it. If you don't have your planner, make sure you put it into your cell phone if you have a cell phone, so that we don't have to go looking for your combinations if you lose them.
And please remember, physical education class is a place where you should come to have fun. Remember, you have the right to be both physically safe and emotionally safe in our classes. Being physically safe means watching where you're walking, watching where you're running, making sure you're respectful with all of the equipment. Being emotionally safe means showing good sportsmanship, always saying positive things, no bullying, and always being respectful to your teachers and your other students.